The Chinese ambassador belied claims by the Philippine Coast Guard that military-grade lasers was used on them by the Chinese Coast Guard. To bolster their claim, the envoy showed photos of the equipment used, but the DFA stands firm with the version of the story of the PCG. Patrick De Jesus has the details.
This is the handheld laser speed detector that Chinese Coast Guard allegedly used during the incident in Ayungin Shoal on February 6. Chinese ambassador to the Philippines, Wang Zilian, showed these photos in response to the statements of the DFA and PCG, wherein they stood firm that China's Coast Guard repeatedly pointed military-grade laser toward the BRP Malapascua, which eventually caused temporary blindness to some of its crew. Wang added that the quality of such handheld laser the Chinese Coast Guard claims it used in last week's encounter in the Ayungin Shoal is also a tool for ordinary classroom presentations and can be bought online.
Actually, this ship, the Chinese Coast Guard ship, is not equipped with any military-grade lasers. What they used was just the kind of laser speed detector to detect the speed and the distance of the ship.
The DFA, meanwhile, told China to just cut cleanly and engage with the Philippines based only on facts.
So we stand by the report of the PCG on this, and we call on China that while we want to engage with China, the engagement should be based on facts and based on goodwill. Because what we're seeing at this point in time is the lack of congruence between what is actually being said, what is being announced, and what is happening on the ground or on the seas.
For his part, Ambassador Wang wishes to strengthen communication between the two countries as good neighbors, which was also discussed when he was summoned by President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. early this week over the incident.
The purpose of the discussion is to prevent such incidents from happening again. So I think we talk about the important consensus reached between President Marcos Jr. and President Xi Jinping during his visit to China, and I think it will be very timely for us to implement those consensus.
Patrick De Jesus for The Nation.